And what's up, everybody? This is Terminator Juice, and welcome to the Juice is Loose, episode 22. In this episode, we're going to be discussing the Nintendo Direct last week. Forget the exact day. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday of... I should have wrote down the date. It was like November 5th or something. And it was a pretty good Direct, so we're going to talk about that. I got a few guests here, a few more than normal, so we're going to go through that real quick. Everyone say hi. I'll just say your name and then just say hi. So ASAP.
Hey, ASAP Royal here. What's going on?
What's up, man? Derek.
Good evening, everybody, or morning, depending on when you're watching this.
Games Rosa.
You shall never see my face. But yes, hey everyone.
I see your hair.
Yeah, you
shaggy, man.
can't see my face.
And then we have Coupon. And Kirby. What's up? Last but not least, New World Order for Life, Mike.
Hey everybody, NW Order for Life here. Happy to be aboard.
Arkham City, huh?
Arkham City.
Nice.
Good game.
All right.
Very good game.
It was. I liked Arkham Asylum. I didn't play Arkham City though. But we won't be talking about that in this podcast. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct and maybe some other topics. We're going to see what happens. But first, I wanted to talk about the Mario Kart 8 tournament last week. Thanks to the time change, something happened with Nintendo. The date or the time was pushed up an hour for the tournament, and I didn't find out till about 8:30. I got on, just turned on the Wii U. I was watching Arrow, and it showed the tournament was live. No one was racing. I put out a message just so people could race because it was going to end at 9:30. So a few people got in there, and
wasn't it like daylight savings time? Isn't that
well,
why
yeah,
I was screwed up?
Daylight savings time in the spring, and then in the fall it's going back to normal time. And
Right.
I don't know why it changed the start time to 8 o'clock though. So I don't know, whatever, is a glitch, and most people didn't get to race. More than a few races, I think the average points people had were 30 or 40 points. So I'm not going to go over the results. I think it was like Polar Bear or something. He had a lot of points and he won, but it kind of sucked because I was looking forward to getting the tournament in because we had fun the week before, and it kind of sucked. So with that out of the way, let's discuss this Nintendo Direct. I know some people have already talked about it in other podcasts, but this is the first time I've talked about it, and Derek, Mike, and ASAP for sure. So let's start with the beginning. Get everyone's take and opinions on the initial game they showed, which was The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D for the 3DS. And I guess whoever wants to talk first, what did you guys think? Are you excited? Do you care? Are you going to get it? So whoever speaks first goes first.
I got it. All right.
You win.
Spell it out at once, okay? Majora's Mask, I really love the game. I have it for the Nintendo 64. I played it. I completed that game. One of the very few Zelda games that I've gone through and got every tiny stupid little thing and loved doing it. I was not impressed. I don't know if I want to go through it again just to play it on my 3DS myself. Now, I know there's a lot of demand for the game. I hear people talk about it all the time. See how that's reflected in the sales. I'm glad they went through with it. And kind of what I was telling you guys, I know you in person, I was telling you, I always felt like this game was that proverbial spirit. They will release this, it's just dangling out there, but they actually went through and released it. I was shocked. I never thought it would actually happen. I thought it was just a teaser that would never actually come to fruition. So there you go. There's my impression of it.
Great. And Coupon, I think I'm hearing your fan come through. It's kind of cutting people out. I don't know if you can turn that off.
I did.
Okay. So since you're talking, what do you think of?
I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I've been through the story and everything, finished the game, got everything, but I'm not too excited to go through it again. But it's a good deal for those who missed out on it. It's a good experience. I would advise all of those who didn't get a chance to check it out to definitely, check it out. It's a good game. It's really fun. It's a lot of dark undertones and interesting things. So it's a good idea. I'm just probably gonna pass on it myself.
Link
Do you
is
think
dead.
I was going to ask real quick, do you think it came out on the right platform if they were going to bring it back?
I I really wish it was HD on the Wii U. That's just my opinion. I really, really would have loved to have played it on my Wii U again, but it is what it is.
I agree. I'm going to add that to my former statement. That would have been one way to get me to bite it.
Yeah,
you said that earlier.
Yeah, I would have bought it then if it was on the Wii U, just to have it and look at it. If not play
Derek
it.
said that earlier at work, so I can testify that he already said that. Anyone else? Anyone not excited or super excited on one end of the spectrum there?
I'm like in the middle, I would say. I ain't super excited about it, but I never beat it. But when I had it, I didn't enjoy it that much. But I'm gonna try it again and see how I like it, because I didn't like how you had to keep going back and keep going back in time. So I'm gonna give it another go, man.
All right.
Yeah, I have it on. I have it on the N64 Gold cartridge. I have it on the GameCube Collector's Edition. So I'm not 100% excited about it, but I mean, still, it's going to be remastered. Maybe they'll throw in a boss rush mode or something. Make it a little new, like they did with Ocarina of Time. And I have Ocarina of Time 3D, so I mean, it's a Zelda game. I have to buy it. I'm a Zelda fan. It's just how it is. But I'm not 100% excited for it. I'll probably get it, within a fair amount of time. I'm not going to get on day one. So, but I mean, it's great because the Nintendo fans really wanted this. They've been foaming at the mouth for Majora's Mask because a lot of people haven't played it like I have, on the N64 or got the special GameCube version when you ordered Wind Waker, so like it's good for them. They get to play an amazing game. Majora's Mask is really dark. It's really mature theme and it's a lot of creativity, and it's a very expansive game. It's really big, and I think people that play it for the first time are really going to be impressed. You just got to get over the talking, like the character. Majora's Mask is very character-driven. Very character-driven game. So if people, don't mind doing quests where they get to know these characters on an individual level, like much more exploration to those characters, which would normally be like side characters that aren't important, like say in Ocarina of Time, then they'll enjoy it. And even if not, the collecting of the mask with all the special powers, the dark story, it's an awesome Zelda game. So and Nintendo was making this pretty obvious. They had the Majora's Mask in 3D World, not 3D World, in Link Between Worlds, and they also had Zelda Williams come out at the Smash Brothers tournament with the big Majora's Mask, and they had other hints too. But they've been hinting it for a long time, so I wasn't shocked at all. I knew this was coming.
Yeah, it seemed pretty logical.
Yeah.
The usually outspoken Games hasn't said anything yet. So, what do you got to say, man?
Well, I'm fine with it. I did play it, but for those, of course, that didn't, it's great for them. But honestly, and I went with this with Ocarina of Time too, they should have saved both of these and just made an HD remake for both and put it on the single disc. Honestly, they should have done that, and make it where you have both games on the disc, and there you go. You just go and play all that, HD goodness garbage thing, but you can do much more, it's great to have it on the 3DS on the go, but it's not really exciting, like, oh my god, I have to go and get this day one. No. It's like okay, I played this before, whatever. Now, unless that collector's edition comes in, I'm gonna have to. But yeah, freaking UK. But the thing is, once that thing comes in, if it does, hopefully, I'm gonna have to, because that's a collector's edition, Billy. And but to be honest, if we're just gonna get the game alone, whatever. It's just there's plenty of other stuff coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are a lot of games. When Ocarina of Time 3D came out, there wasn't a lot of games out there on the 3DS, and the Wii U hadn't been out yet, so it made more sense then. I don't know. Now it seems It just seems like it's a fan service more than anything, and obviously they know it'll get a decent amount of sales, but it is a good chance for people that never played it. For me personally, I didn't think it was that good of a game as far as a Zelda game, so it doesn't. Some people might not like it, some people might love it. It's just kind of the way it's been for that game ever since it came out. I didn't enjoy all the extra stuff and having to follow the characters each day, like a different thing would happen, and it's just. I don't know. I wasn't in the mood.
Doesn't care about the people. That's what
I don't.
Here is.
I just want to say though, he had this planned from 2011.
I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, he had
right
this
after
planned
they
from
finished.
2011. So there
Right after
was
they
a
finished
way
Ocarina
that
of Time, right?
exactly.
Mhm.
So they could have brought this to the Wii. It could have been done, but I guess they chose Wind Waker instead. And that's not bad because Wind Waker is actually a really good example of the colors and basically the high definition textures and all that, and actually led to, of course, the Zelda that we saw at E3. So I can understand that, but I mean, come on, man, you had this ready. Just come on.
All right. So let's see what else is there to. For the 3DS, they had a few different games.
It was Code
Codename Steam. Yeah. That actually I thought that looked pretty cool. That looked better than previous times. Like, E3 didn't really sell me on it, but it looks pretty cool actually. I gotta say, I was kind of impressed with what I saw. Don't know if I'd get it or if I'd enjoy it, but I'm intrigued now, and I wasn't before, so that kind of worked in that regard. So, anyway, what's everyone else's thoughts on that? Anyone's excited?
I'll just get over with.
Yeah.
I really don't care, honestly. It's just that it looks cool. I mean, it's made by the guys who made Awakening, Fire Emblem Awakening, but I really don't see myself going into that game. It really looks to me just boring. I mean, I'll try it out, but from what I'm seeing, to me, it just looks kind of boring. It's just like, okay, you set up your team, and you're fighting aliens in basically colonial times, but it's like, it's okay. It's not like, oh my god, I have to get this day one to me. I mean, if everybody else likes it, that's fine. It's just, I don't know. I'm really like about it. I can see it as another Fire Emblem clone.
Anybody on the opposite end? Anybody really excited?
I feel the same way as him. It's not something big for me. I mean, it does look interesting. Looks more polished than it did when they first showed it and everything, but that's not my kind of game, so I'll probably pass on that.
Have you ever played Valkyria Chronicles for the PlayStation 3?
That's what I was going to mention. It looks like very similar to those games. They were also on the PSP, so.
Yeah, right. Valkyria Chronicles is really cool because you basically, there are AI opponents on the field, and you're ducking behind cover, and you're going in real time, and you're doing this almost RPG style like type of combat, but like real time with the gun going off. And it seems like S.T.E.A.M is pretty much going to follow this exact type of battle system.
It looks so close to that. Like the Nintendo version of that.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It's not a game that I would get like day one because I'm excited for it, but if like, and I have so many games right now that I probably can't get it just because I'll never be able to get to it. But if I could, I would say it looks like a fun game to play. Like the battle system itself, like being able to zoom in and hide behind cover and get out and and do the pinpoint accuracy attacks, it looks good. If you don't, if you're unsure about the game, play Valkyria Chronicles for the PS3 or watch a Let's Play of it. If you like that, you'll Steam because it's pretty much going to be the same type of thing.
All right. How about you, Rel? Because I know you liked Fire Emblem Awakening a lot, and it's made by the same people. So, what did you think?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like I don't want to act all super excited about it, but I am gonna get it, dude. So I mean,
you can be excited.
Yeah, I don't want to get excited about something that I'm not really familiar with. I'm looking at it, and the style is it doesn't fit Fire Emblem. You know what I mean? It's not the same as Fire Emblem, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, but then it says from the creators of Fire Emblem Awakening, so then I'm kind of like, you kind of got me right there. So I'm probably gonna get it, and I'm gonna give it a chance, man. Because I mean, it's different from what I've played. So, and it's not different in a bad way. It's different in a way where it's it's interesting to me. So I'm probably gonna get it.
All right. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I know you get about every Nintendo first-party game.
You
so
know I'm supporting all of them, man. I'm supporting all of them.
But it's just I thought the art style looks cool. That was the thing I liked the most about it, and some of the gameplay stuff looks interesting to me. So, Derek, do you have anything to add other than it looks like Valkyrie Chronicles?
I'm proud of them for going down another path and trying to expand their their variety of games. It's them going down. It's kind of another niche title, but there's fans of those Valkyria games that really like them. And they are fun, so I don't see any fault in them doing it. It looks kind of wacky, honestly, the characters they have in there look the most interesting to me. In the Valkyria Chronicles games, they were like generic anime characters. One was sad, one was happy, and it was very uninteresting. But having characters, Tom Sawyer, that badass Abraham Lincoln, that looked more interesting to me than anything. I love Nintendo's take on that stuff.
Yeah, that it does all look interesting. I definitely want to see more, or maybe throw out a demo or something. I could tell if it's something I might like. So let's get on to the highlight of the whole Direct next. I want to talk about NES Remix for the 3DS.
Really? Really?
Wasn't that given out for free though? Like a while back, didn't they give that out free?
For Platinum? For Platinum members, right?
For Platinum,
yeah, for Platinum. Okay, and now they want people to pay for it?
Just the part 1, right?
Yeah, this
is part 2?
This is like combination. It's like a collection, and I honestly could care less. There's no game I could care less about than that game. It's on the 3DS, which isn't my favorite system, and we got 1 and 2 on the Wii U, and it's like it doesn't really give you anything new, and it's like, especially for people that bought the first 2 on the Wii U, now there should be a cross-buy or something there, but I just thought it was kind of a waste to throw that on the Nintendo Direct, this one before the holiday. Me personally,
kind of
it's like what's the point if you have both on the Wii U?
Mm-hmm. And why didn't they didn't even mention Pokemon, the remakes? I mean, that could have been a better fit for that time slot over NES Remake. I mean, whatever. That game.
It's on Smash Brothers. I can play it there too.
Yeah. Smash Brothers has all those games. Like, you can play samples of almost all the original games those characters are in, which is awesome. And then what else? Do we get any other 3DS stuff? Because I just want to get that out of the way, and then.
I think we're done.
That was the last one.
Thank God. Because. Yeah.
Something about, I don't know, you guys. Some people like the 3DS a lot more than I do. I think it's a decent system, has some good games. I think there's only one game worth buying the system for, and that's Link Between Worlds, but that's a whole other topic. But when I see Nintendo Directs and they spend half of it talking about 3DS, man, I just cringe, and it's just
the fact I just hate when they know their system is doing good, but they just have to keep it like going good, even though it doesn't matter. It's still gonna do good. All you gotta do, literally, is put a Pokemon, and you're good for the rest of the year. Like, honestly, it just
should have showed Persona Q. Persona Q.
Oh, the Persona Q.
That looks cool.
They did show the XL. That was really cool. I actually want that so bad.
Is there something in those games related to a book? Because the design is like a book style. Like, you hold the 3DS actually sideways to get the design. I don't know if that game has anything to do with books, but it looked like a book to me.
With Personas, like the characters learn more about themselves and get stronger, and then that strength becomes like a spirit that they use to fight against demons and shit. It's pretty much what it is, I believe.
Yeah, they didn't really give much information other than they're teaming up with, Atlas or whatever to have that.
Yeah, they're 2 great games. Persona 4 was awesome. I haven't really played much Persona 3, but I do have it. So I do want to get.
Maybe they could have showed some of that game. I mean, that instead of like NES. But anyway, let's get away from the NES. And
it's
except
an RPG game, so it's RPG.
It's probably a good. I mean, I'm saying
like a school simulator where
Yeah,
like
it's basically that's what it is.
pairings and stuff.
All right, so like, I was just trying to look for an explanation for the design being sideways like that. So the other thing they did do is give us a Sonic Boom demo for the 3DS, which it's a solid demo, but it's the level was so long I just turned it off. Like I just like okay, I don't want to play this anymore. It was like 10 minutes and I wasn't done.
I couldn't do it.
The demo was too fun. They gave me too much content in the demo. That's not a good sign.
But it was one level. You couldn't like. It was just never ending. It never ended. And I was just like, okay, this is. I mean, the mechanics are good. The controls were good, and that level looked good, and it ran smooth. So I don't know what the whole game's gonna be like, but I guess
my problem with that demo is that it has too many sections where it automatically runs. Like that's my problem with it, and it's just I get they're trying to show some speed there, but they did have a button where you have to run, but this time he actually runs faster than Lost Worlds. But it really doesn't matter for anything it's just basically like a platformer. So you really won't be able to run at all unless like you find some loop-de-loop, but that's only in the automatic run sections. So that's the only problem with it.
And lots of like almost like a cutscene. It just takes over for you for like a long stretch of time.
I'm just hoping the Wii U demo. That's all I need, because basically that's the version I'm looking for. I don't care about the 3DS version, so I just need the Wii U version, and I'm basically good.
All right, so let's move on to the real meat and potatoes of the.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna ask everyone one at a time what their favorite or what their highlight was of the Direct, which game. I'm going to write it down, and then we're going to discuss them after that. We'll save if everyone picks the same one, we'll just talk about that last. But so I'm going to go with ASAP first. What was the highlight for you from the Direct?
Captain Toad.
Captain Toad, okay. Derek, did you have a highlight?
Captain Toad.
Nice. Games.
Xenoblade, man. Freaking.
I knew you were going to say that. Why did I even ask you? It's ridiculous. That was in your live reactions with you, and that's all you and freaking.
I had a huge. Oh god, that game.
You had a huge.
We know.
We don't need that sentence.
Oh man.
What about you, Coupon?
Splatoon.
Nice, Mike.
Mario Kart 8 DLC.
Boo. No, I'm just kidding. I actually liked it, that too.
Yes.
It was off the chain.
I got so hyped for the F-Zero track and the other one, the Excite Bike. Oh man, it was so good. Rainbow Road SNES.
We'll talk about that in a second. So I at the first initial one, it was definitely Mario Kart 8. And then when I saw it again, Splatoon, it was like neck and neck with that Splatoon, that crazy trailer they showed. But for me, I'm going to stick with the Mario Kart 8 track reveal. The DLC looked amazing. The tracks looked amazing. So let's get started with Splatoon. Coupon, you can start us off. What do you like about that game, and what did this new trailer do for you personally that maybe the E3 stuff didn't? Or was there anything that got you more excited?
Well, not a graphics horror or anything, but but I mean it's a big difference from the E3 version to now. They've got so many more new like levels. The characters are more developed. There's more like creatures and other little tidbits of information. Apparently there might be the use of the Wii remote. So I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, so that's exciting. You get to use other modes, possibly. The boss characters they have, I mean, it's just so much going on, and I kind of watched that a couple of times over, just trying, nitpick and point out some things, and the colors, and even when it's dark, it's still colorful, and I'm so excited. It looks so much fun, and I'm just excited that there's something new to bring to the table that we can all experience and enjoy, and it's just... I can't wait.
Definitely seeing a variety of levels helped, because the E3 was just that one like generic looking industrial park, kind of level. and to see one that had like wooden docks and it looked like an outdoor thing. But the thing I did notice on my third time watching it is all the backgrounds are comprised of like TV monitors. So
Oh, cool.
if you
I
didn't
didn't
notice that, there's
No.
little gaps where a couple, and you can see like a steel frame behind it. It's almost like they're in a dome, and the like the world. It's almost like that movie with Jim Carrey where the sky was like
Yeah.
monitors and stuff.
I gotta admit though, I didn't when they I guess when they showed that it's gonna be, you know, you could still play it single player, you know, campaign. That is pretty cool. They're like making it into something of a kind of a platformer in a sense, but it's still a shooter. And I thought that was pretty clever, you know, to just be able to play it, you know, by yourself, go through a story mode or something like that. I wasn't too sure if they were going to actually have that. So knowing that they do have that, more play value, so that's exciting.
Yeah, a lot of people
Definitely on board for that.
the campaign, the little squid tentacles or whatever, octopus
I
tentacles.
think they're the octopus or something.
Yeah, those look really cool and creative. So,
Creepy.
anyone else want to chime in on Splatoon?
I just like that it still it has like a Super Mario Sunshine feel, man. Just when you're shooting the gun, I just love that, man. That just sells me right there. Even from if they would have never showed me another trailer, but the one from E3, that was a buy for me, man, because it just gives me that feel. I posted on somebody's YouTube page. It'd be dope if they came out with like a Delfino like Plaza or Delfino Square type map for us to play on. That would be tight, man.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's a good thought. But getting back to what I was saying with the monitors, actually, it's almost like the people go inside and it's like a game, almost like a indoor paintball or something, and then it seems like it could change on the fly with the way the mythology or whatever they created in the game world. It's like these people are inside some kind of dome, and so they could pretty much change, the backgrounds could change on the fly, like during a match or something, just with what they use. So there's a lot of creativity. They could, places they could go with that. I do want to point out the mechanics of navigating the players looked really fast, really smooth, like just some really clever use of the squid to like get through a fence, to like get behind opponents, and it looked amazing, like in that part of it. If you can master those controls, I could see people just being really good at that game. It looks like there's more than just basic controls, and people can get really good at it. So I'd like to see, the online competition get pretty intense, and still be fun. Hopefully it doesn't turn into the people worrying about their kill-death ratios like Call of Duty and crap. Hopefully it's just fun. They did. All they did was say that it's campaign, and still the only other game mode was still this: whoever puts the most paint down or ink wins the match. They didn't give any other game modes or anything, so I don't know if there's going to be, but it definitely looked cool. And that music they used was really.
Oh yeah, I love their.
It was like creepy and it was catchy. It was just really cool. So, anybody else want to speak on Splatoon?
I'll say I'm just glad they're going down another avenue, exploring, different types of genres. And they're putting some good effort into it, too. They're not just throwing them out there.
Yeah, it looks definitely creative. Games, let me ask you this. I heard some people saying that this could maybe be the next, they had Mario, then they had Mario Kart become a big franchise, Smash became a big franchise. Do you think Splatoon has the potential to be a big franchise for Nintendo?
Yo, man, 1v1 me, man. Quick scope, man. We got this, man. Come on. 1v1 me. Come on. All right, but yes, I do believe this could be, their next biggest franchise, because it's something different and it's finally getting its own start. It's not on a handheld, it's on their main console, and I could see more sequels coming out because this is really an online competitive game. Yeah, it has a campaign, but they mainly want to focus on online, and it's perfect because I would say this is basically their testing ground for creating some online modes and putting in some online features that that basically would be perfect for this kind of game. So I definitely think it will be, a good title, definitely a multiplayer title to play throughout the generation, and there would hopefully they will, expand on it with DLC and all this other stuff because this is the perfect game for it. And we could also have characters come in from Mario, from put Link in there since he can drive apparently. So just go ahead, because this is their franchise. They can basically do whatever they want now, and I wouldn't be surprised if with Mario that you can change, or with any kind of other, probably with Bowser Jr. or something like that. But it would be funny with any Mario character that you turn into an Inkling, when you turn into a squid, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be actually pretty cool. So
they might add some amiibo functionality to it.
Oh yeah,
later down the
that
road,
is
so
true.
that might be good.
A flood on your back instead of
yes, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, man.
That'll be awesome. So I honestly think this will be the next franchise for them that they will expand on throughout the years to come.
I think if they give us DLC costumes and actually add levels to the single player, or add battlegrounds to the multiplayer, that they could really build upon this and really make it into a franchise, as long as they put the content behind it. Because if this game is just going to be a one shot with online multiplayer and then abandoned, it won't go anywhere. But if they work on it and they keep adding on it, then people will keep buying it, and the game will become a big franchise, I feel like.
And like stretch the life of it instead of doing a yearly release like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? They have like the characters to where they can make it, they can make it last for a long time, like how they're doing Mario Kart 8. Adding other characters in there and stuff like that. I think it can, it can last for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
They're using kind of watery, ocean-based type of characters, so they could probably add new ones based on like jellyfish or something like that. So I mean, there's a lot of possibility with different characters for this game.
Wouldn't it be adorable to see Mario as a squid version of I mean, people
Calamari.
You see, because this is what I really like about what Nintendo does with their games is they don't do this whole, okay, we're gonna release another Mario Kart in 2 years or another year, They're like, this is the game that's gonna be here until this console is done. They now that they have the power to expand on it and everything, like any game that they feel like, well, there you go. Now the lifespan is even more worth, and we're getting more, for our money. So, and especially the way that the DLC is working, heck yeah. So that Mario Kart DLC, that price, beautiful. So they just got to keep that up, and they're good.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make us pay $60 every year to play Splatoon every year. Don't see that. But
for Horizon,
we'll have commercials with paid actors, big celebrities, and all these big live-action commercials in 5 years, like Call of Duty. That'd be something. Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it stays 3-4 years, maybe a new game, but keep us with DLC and expand the game. And I pay if the basic game's good. I'll pay for map packs. I wouldn't expect them to charge $15 for 4 maps, but it'd probably be more like $5 for 4 maps or something. But hopefully it takes off. I really think it could be something big for them. So let's while we're on Splatoon, no one's mentioned the word yet. It's 2 words. It's VC, or the initials. I want to get everyone's thoughts and opinions and predictions on voice chat for this game. Does it need it, and will it have it? So, just real quick, if you think if it'll have it.
It needs it. It really needs it. But I'm used to Nintendo not giving us voice chat, so I'm gonna say they're not gonna do it. They're gonna do a Smash Brothers on us, and we can chat, before we go into our, and then we can chat after the match. But during the match, SOL.
I could say that they just have to add voice chat. I understand they've been like screwing us over with like, oh yeah, there is voice chat, but only in lobbies. Like, no, man, come on. The connection can handle it. Don't give me this excuse.
Nope.
But
Call of
they
Duty did it on the Wii U.
Black Ops 2 it worked pretty damn
Call
good
of
with
Duty
voice chat.
worked. Everything works. So all they have to do is just release a system update where I can use an actual headset like this one, right? And the one that Coupon and everybody else is using probably. And, instead of me using the gamepad, I'd love to just plug in my USB thing, and there you go.
Oh, that's a USB one?
You can't like
That
talk
USB
through it.
you're using?
Yeah, this is USB. I can't. If I connect it to my Wii U, it can't. It won't come out of here. It would still come out of the gamepad.
Yeah, you can use the ones that have the headphone jack and the microphone.
But that's like my problem. Like sometimes I want to play with the Pro controller and stuff like that. So it's just like, why do I have to always have the gamepad near me?
Well, you can. I set the gamepad off to the side, and I have a long extension to on my headphone jack for my headset, and play with the Pro controller. When I played that way.
And the mic is just, the mic is, it's okay.
Mine's a little different, so I can plug it all into the Wii U. And
So that's USB. If you have a long USB cord, or you sit right by your Wii U, that would be really nice for people. So let's get on to Rel. What do you think? Is it going to have voice chat? And I think you already said you think it does need it, but do you think it will have it?
Oh man, I'm hoping. But I'm going to jump out. I'm going to just say, yes, they're going to bring voice chat. Because this game needs voice chat, man. You got a team, and you got to communicate with your team, man. So I don't know what excuse they're going to be able to come with to tell me why this game doesn't have voice chat online. So I'm just put it like this. It better have voice chat. I don't even know why I'm saying like threatening, like I'm not gonna go get the
right?
The reason we
you better have voice chat pre-order.
Voice chat, man.
The reason we do not give you voice chat is because your internet suck.
Say that they are gonna put it on there. That maybe this is gonna be the game they experiment with voice chat and get all that stuff right, so that way we can have it for maybe Xenoblade Chronicles.
Hopefully.
I hope it's in there. I really do. My gut tells me they're not going to do it right, but I'm still hopeful. They got probably 4 months.
Patch it and fix it.
They got 4 months to get it figured out. So, Derek, what do you think? Go ahead. Derek, why don't you give your prediction? You think it's going to have a full voice chat in Splatoon?
I'm going to be optimistic with Rel on this one because they want you to work with a team online to cover certain areas. If you can't talk to them, it ain't going to work. They're going to have to find
You can just use Google Hangouts.
Yeah, you just
That's bad enough for Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Safest way to do it.
Yeah, give me your phone number. Everyone share their phone numbers, and we can call it.
Unless they make some application on there, man. I'm sorry.
Go laugh! Go laugh!
I did that with Jay Fleming from. We were playing Tag Climax, and we were chatting.
Yeah, that's what I did too with him. I just
it makes it a better experience because you're like, hey, which one do you want to do? Do you want to bet? Do you want to do easy? You want to do one medium or hard? It just makes it better.
Yeah, instead of screaming at somebody for picking the Lumen stage.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of them.
All right, Mike, we haven't heard from you. Do you think Splatoon's going to have voice chat? I mean, we did this already in my Splatoon discussion, but I forget what you said, and people might have changed their predictions. So, what do you think? It's gonna have it or not?
I don't think Nintendo does voice chat because they don't focus on those type of issues in a game. They just focus on how the game feels, if it's fun. And if it's something like, everybody can get behind, they don't actually think, in a shooter perspective, because, in Japan, shooters aren't popular. So, I mean, they don't have a shooter-oriented mind.
Let me cut you off there because the people making this are all younger. They're like the young blood in Nintendo, and they do love the first-person Western shooters like Call of Duty and Halo and stuff.
I want to say this, though, because, all right, listen, it's Japan. All right, you just put a squid in there. I guess it works, okay? Because it is Japan. All you gotta do, because these are little cute squids, okay? There is an adult squid girl, all right, which I'm hoping there's a DLC costume for that. But you know, they do have an anime out there called Squid Girl. She's a cute little girl like these girls, and they love it. You know, it's fine. So a game like this would work. It's just Japan doesn't like military shooters. That's the kind of shooters they don't like. Military, you know, shooters that focus on, oh, come on, get to the A rank.
They're about cuteness and fun and flirty type of, like, when I lived in Japan, everything was about cuteness, and yes, I lived there, cute and just sugary, sweet, and I was just like, oh my god. So they love things that appeal to the cute side, like the girls dress cute and cute little cat ears and all this other stuff, and the guys are all about cuteness, and the advertisements, cute, freaking cute.
Yeah.
So
You must have fit right in.
yeah, so it'll fit right in. So they'll jump on board on a game like this if it's fun and, you know, cute.
Yeah.
Did you hear me say that you fit right in there?
Oh, no.
What's that white thing behind you with the red dot on its head? Sorry, Mike. I just got to know what that stuffed animal is behind Coupon.
Oh, Mokana from Card Captor Sakura and Exaholics and
Because that looks pretty
Exaholic.
yeah, and Tsubasa Chronicles.
Yeah. It can travel through dimensions.
I have the black one and the white one. They're both sitting up there.
That's cool.
Just one is bigger than the other for some odd reason.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, were you done there? I kind of cut you off.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to do the voice chat, right? Because I don't think they are even aware of how big an issue it is. Because that's kind of the one criticism I have about Nintendo, is they're so good when it comes to everything else, but when it comes to things that they just need to have a little common sense on, they don't get it. And they drop the ball with it. Like, if they could just make, like, online with voice chat, like, they would sell so many more Wii U's just for that component alone if they came out with games with voice chat and online. But, I mean, yeah, so I would like to be hopeful and say, yeah, they're going to do it because they know, but I don't think they know.
Come on, jump on the bandwagon. There's nothing wrong with being too optimistic. It's never backfire.
I wish I could, but
I'm expecting a ping system, like where they're gonna make it so that like you can tell your ally to help you by like pinging the enemy or something.
Or some kind of little thing like in when
Preset to your little D-pad
or something.
You see, this is why instead of having
swap note back then for that.
You see, instead of having all this, you know, game chat in one, you know, game, why not just have it where it's just cross game chat and have it over with? You know, just do it. Just do cross game chat, and that's it. It basically solves all the problems.
Well, that's a whole subject for another video.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it just makes sense for this game.
We gotta let Games talk about why he's excited for X, and I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to discuss it. I'm starting right now.
Okay. All right, but the thing is, hey, screw you. All right, now this game is probably the biggest RPG I've ever heard. All right, but the thing is, I just can't freaking have enough.
What is I laughing at? His Luigi hat, or?
He's Yoshi.
He's so excited.
I know.
I'm so excited.
How excited he is.
All right, but the thing is, all right. Let me try this. Okay. Now, this game, this game is definitely a game for me, and many people who love RPGs, definitely, because this is the definition of what a true RPG has to be. You know, has to be where you can explore a lot. You go around leveling up, doing separate missions, you know, going around and exploring just this big, huge open world. And that's what basically they have done for this game. And I just can't believe it. You know, I seriously have to, like, go over to Monolith and just be like, yo, you guys are awesome. Because honestly, they're bringing a game, this RPG to the Wii U, which has no RPGs on it as of now. So, So it's just I can honestly just say this game definitely going without sleep. That's gonna be my thing. Definitely going without sleep. And just to have the gamepad integration also, there were keyboards, a little keyboard icon. There was of course viewing the map, zooming in and out, and it's just I love the fact that this is what you have to do with an RPG with the gamepad, is have it where of course that keyboard feature is going to be used for online multiplayer, so that way you can just chat with other people instantly, which is really cool. I love that. But at the same time, they better run voice chat. But yeah, but I'm really liking what they're doing with the gamepad integration, making that where you can actually view it. You can take the gamepad and just be like going like that and explore the whole world just like that. You don't have to do any extra stuff on the screen or anything. You just take the gamepad and look at that world. Isn't that beautiful? And just for seeing everything, okay. And then trailers, they keep showing these big, huge enemies. I want to fight that. You see, I want to fight that. I want to fight that big, huge lava monster that was in the second trailer. I want to go inside those mechs. Now, the mechs are really something that I'm looking forward to because, this is going to be a huge, huge game. So instead of walking in your feet, you basically can just find a mech in the corner or somewhere. I don't know how they're going to do this mechs thing, but you just take a mech and go either as a kind of tankish style, go hovering, flying across the land, and that's awesome. I'm seriously I cannot wait for this game, and they just said that they're in the final stages of development, so I'm honestly going towards a May and June release. I am honestly going towards that because they basically are said we're in the final stages of development. And, of course, at the same time, they would be doing English translations at the same time as they're developing.
You'd hope.
Well, I hope, yes. But, I just want this game. But
right. You went over 2 minutes, but...
I know. I thought you said 15, but, it's just... I honestly think this game is going to show all the people that, neglect the Wii U for not putting an RPG on there, all those developers... that this is what it's going to be about. So.
All right. I'm going to go to Rel next because I didn't ever hear you talk about that game, and you said something after that direct, if you recall, relating to comparing it to Final Fantasy. You want to recap that? What you said?
To my eyes, it looks pretty good compared to that. I'm not saying it looks better. I'm not saying it looks better. I'm saying that it does look good, though. Can we all agree on that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks good. Juicy was you that was saying like the style of the characters. Yeah, but the environments and stuff, dude. Sorry. Does that bother you?
No.
I thought it bothered Coupon that I said that.
No.
But yeah, no, the environments look beautiful, man. I love it, dude.
Yeah, I think it looked a lot better than the first time I seen at E3.
Way better. Yep.
So Derek, I know you love RPGs, but you don't like mechs in RPGs, but they didn't show any mechs in this new trailer. From what you saw as an RPG fan, did you see anything that got you intrigued more for this game? Because it's not something that was like a day one purchase for you at that point from E3.
Okay, I'll try and make this quick. I agree with pretty much everything Games has said about this game. I am very excited. Now, I did not pick it as my highlight of the Direct because even if I am going to be optimistic and I am going to say a May-June release, I believe that will be Japan. Now, 365 days from now, when we're a month out from the release in the U.S. for this game, I will be excited. That's the fact. There's just so much information I want to know about this game. I have to contain myself, and I have to ignore it. And as for the mechs comment, I've seen them done incorrectly so many times, and anytime I'm watching a good anime show and they throw in the giant mechs, it's so overdone that it's not entertaining most of the time. Now, there are some good series with them, but a lot of times it's just not as interesting when you're... The giant robot thing, I just feel like it's too cliche now. But this game, just like you were just saying, it really looks like this game. They're going to do them right. You need them to explore, to fight some of these enemies. I am very impressed with the way they're showing that they're incorporating them, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Because
yeah, we got 2 more games to cover yet, but I'm going to ask Mike. I know you love RPGs. If you can keep it short, what's your feelings on Xenoblade? I don't know if we talked about it too much. I haven't talked about it with you too much, so what's your feelings on this game? I know it's probably a good year out, I would think, yet still. We'll have a full discussion about it sometime in the future, but
definitely a day one buy for me. I own the first Xenoblade. I only played like half of the game. I stopped playing, but I enjoyed it, and because life is busy, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, day one buy for me. I like the whole how open the world is going to be in terms of like you can explore everywhere. It kind of reminds me of the old Final Fantasy games on the SNES when you just run around the map, kind of feel. So like doing that and hopping into mechs and the mechs look great too because it's like very anime style mech Gundam kind of thing, So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And even like they showed in that trailer on the direct, they showed like the guy running through backyards, homes and stuff. I think that was really cool, and that makes me look forward to it. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to know more about the story, and I want to know more about the characters because the characters look a little generic right now. So I'm hoping that they get expanded on and that there actually is a good story because story is 90% of the game for me. I don't care how good the battle system is. If I don't care about the characters and if I don't care about the plot, then the game is worthless. It's got to have a good story for me.
That's a good point. Yeah, so like I said, we'll have many more discussions. I think I'd be surprised if that game was in the U.S. A year from today. I honestly would, but I'm hopeful for everyone else that it is out sooner because they said that it's nearing development or the end of its development, but that doesn't mean the bug testing and everything and all that. So we'll see. We'll see when that game comes out. So let's hit up Captain Toad next, and Rel, gonna go to you first. Did this new trailer do anything different from what you've seen previously, or did it just reaffirm what you thought this game was going to be?
It did nothing different, man. I was already excited for the game, man. Just going through and showing us the levels and stuff was pretty awesome. And I think I told you, Juice, I don't want to hurt Derek's feelings, but am I wrong for being more excited about this game than I am for Smash?
You're not wrong. I mean, it's your feelings.
Yes, and I am.
No, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. What's wrong with you?
I mean, the game, it looks good, man. It's beautiful. I mean, the puzzles look good. I get to play as Toadette for the first time. I mean, it's wow.
Why you hating, Keon?
I don't like her.
No?
There's too many females in gaming.
High five.
I know,
High
there's
five
just
for
too
that.
many. There's too many females in these games, man. I'm saying we need more men.
Male
Yeah,
characters.
but you might have to play with her in some of them, right? I'm thinking.
It looks
Right.
like
That's fine. If I have to, it's fine. I'll just throw her off her bridge or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, just overall, you guys seen it. I mean, it looks good, dude. One of the stages actually looks like a 3D world level on it, and I'm like, what the heck? You know what I mean? So I just can't wait to jump into it, see what it's gonna be all about.
Yeah, it looks. I will throw out 3 words: creative level design. Like that's what I saw from that. Those 70 levels. There's a lot of variety and lots of unique and just amazing and challenging looking levels. So Derek, I know that you weren't really talking about it before this direct. I don't think you really watched too much on it. What did you see in this new trailer that got you excited about it?
Well, more level design, and every time I see more of the levels, I become more impressed. You and I talked about this a little before, but I love that they're 3D world style levels. Minus your jumping element, you got your familiar enemies, your familiar allies, and it's just a whole completely different approach to how you have to finish these levels because you don't have your jumping mechanic anymore. And it looks, there's going to be a lot of strategy. It's going to be a fun game. I really like the design of it. I really like the challenges, to be honest. I thought, what a great way to add replay. Especially, people like you, Juice, you're going to go through and you're going to complete every one of those challenges. Once that game comes out on December 5th, I don't expect to see you play Smash Brothers ever again. Until you complete it. I've seen you go through this stuff, and you're so meticulous. 3D World and everything. You go through it and you complete it. And I know that's going to be perfect for the people who love these games the way you do. I'm so glad with what they're doing with it, because we were all kind of like, wow, they just kind of threw some stuff together. But at this point, I think we all know it doesn't just look like some stupid little mini game. It's a fleshed out full game where you're going to get a lot of content, especially at the the price point it's at. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, the $40 is definitely very generous for what they showed, and potential DLC. I don't know. They didn't do it for 3D World. I don't know if they do it for this. But anyone else want to talk about Toad before we move on to the Mario Kart 8 DLC?
I'm kind of with you as well, ASAP. I don't have anything against Toadette, but yeah, I like I'm pretty much more excited for this game as I am for than I am for Smash. While I do like Smash, it's an awesome game and everything. It's more of a, kind of a casual game for me. But yeah, Captain Toad, puzzles, just being upset because I can't figure something. I love it. Frustrating myself for no reason. Wonderful, wonderful gameplay.
Can't wait to watch the playthroughs.
Oh, yeah, that ought to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the jump?
I was already cursing at him before. Threatening him on Mario Kart. I'm gonna cancel my pre-order if you keep messing with me. But yeah, I definitely plan on getting on that because it looks like they got a lot of content and the price range that it's at, and it also you can use amiibos on it. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on there. So I'm totally excited and I can't wait.
Is anyone here getting it digital? Because I'm going to download it. I'm just wondering if anybody else is getting it physical or digital.
I like physical.
Physical too.
Physical.
You wanna get physical?
John there from the 80s.
Heck yeah, man! I was born in the 80s. Might as well.
I think it looks. The level design is it's not a true platformer, but for people that Mike said story is a big thing for a role-playing game. For a game like that, a puzzle platformer, it's level design. That's really all that game that drives the game. If it doesn't have creative, unique levels that are challenging, then it's not worth playing. And it looks like they have that in droves. Like it looks amazing. I love the creativity going on there. And because if it was just like the cubes from 3D World for 70 levels, I'm sorry, but that would have got boring.
Yeah, I'd have got bored too.
It was once I saw the playthrough on, I think it was on the Nintendo Treehouse Live we got a couple months ago, where they showed like the big long stages that you could go all over. It wasn't just a revolving cube of space. That's when I really got sold on it, and it looks really cool. And the visuals look like they got bumped up over 3D World using the same game engine. I'm excited to play it. That's a good question for games. I don't know what he's doing. All I see is two lights.
Trying to make a light show.
He's at a rave. A silent rave. Let's talk about this Mario Kart 8 DLC. I know we all have Mario Kart 8. Or yeah, we all have the game. I think we all have the DLC already purchased. We didn't see the tracks. This is the first time we've seen them. And I, for one, was just like jaw dropped. Like that F-Zero track, the Dragon track looked just amazing. All the little details you expect from a Mario Kart track, the ones you never see while you're racing, but you always see them in Game Explains analyst videos and stuff. And it just looks amazing. The Hyrule track, after watching it more and more, it's a cool track. It's kind of short. There's not a whole lot of turning and stuff to it, but overall, I think that was an excellent reveal trailer and gave us everything we wanted. Little snippets. There's a couple tracks they didn't show us much of. There's like an ice track we hardly seen anything on. So it was exciting for me. it was like the highlight. I remember when they announced that DLC. You remember Rel saying we were like giddy like a bunch of little schoolgirls or whatever.
Yep.
We were so excited when they announced that DLC. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's exactly how I wanted to scream, but it just wouldn't sound right.
I did do that. I was like,
Because I just love what they did there. They took other franchises and put it in Mario Kart, and I think that's a great thing that they did. You know, Link, the Master Cycle. I mean, come on, that looked cool in the concept art, but in the game it looks even better with the shields on both sides and just all the details. Just amazing. So I'm gonna go to since I was talking about the Link character and stuff, I'm gonna go to Mike first, the biggest Zelda fan here. What was your thoughts seeing the Master Cycle for the first time and seeing the Hyrule stage?
I loved it. I mean, I thought it looked really good. The only thing I would say is the stage looks a little too small, like too short, like too quick to go around the track. But other than that, I love how they put rupees on the stage, and you get the three crystal beacons or whatever that you hit to open the secret path in the middle, get the and through the master. So I think that was really clever and a great nod to the series. And the Master Cycle, if it's like, if it feels different from the sports bikes, then it'll be great because it'll be a different vehicle that you can use. Hopefully it'll be faster and maybe a little less like with the tracking. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, a little bit more drifting maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It looks like a sport bike though. I've watched a couple gameplays. It looks pretty much like a sport bike.
I hope it's not identical because I don't want it just to look different. I want it to feel different. But yeah, I enjoy going inside Hyrule Castle. I enjoy going on the grassy fields. They even put a lot of Zelda enemies in there.
Yeah.
Like there's quite a mix of enemies in. So I thought it was a real nostalgic type of track. I just wish it was a little longer. That's my only thing.
I was hoping they'd do some Lost Woods or something, but that would have been cool. So what was what track got you the most excited that you saw in the trailer, or anything since then?
F-Zero, no doubt.
Yeah, that looks
amazing.
And Coupon's yawning there, so I'm gonna go to her next so she can stay awake. I want her to sleep. What did you think of the reveal of the DLC and all the tracks and characters?
Link! Finally. I just wanted to see Link. I'm sorry, I just wanted to see him in action. I'm so happy now. My life is complete. But as far as the different tracks and whatnot, the Rainbow Road.
Yeah, that was.
You know how I feel about those, but it looks good. Apparently it's one of the oldest ones or something.
The original.
The original? Oh, okay, the one without railing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Zelda track does look kind of short, and hopefully it isn't. Hopefully they just were showing some bits and pieces of it, and it's going to be a lot more, longer, bigger, more to do in it than what was shown, because that was a little disappointing. But it looks good, rolling through Hyrule Castle and everything. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Zelda's letting that happen, but but the F-Zero track, definitely awesome. There's a lot going on in that one, so it should be a lot of fun for that one. I'm not sure I think the track was Wario's Gold Mine or something.
Yeah, that's from the
that one looked pretty good. Don't know much about it, but it does look good, and I'm very interested in trying that one out. Because, as I said, this is my very first time playing any Mario Kart game ever, so I get to experience all the karts from the past in one game, all the different tracks in one game. So that's where I get the excitement from. So yay!
That's cool. Like that. This is your first Mario Kart, and it's the best, pretty much the best one. That's cool, but also you missed. Because you can go back now. I don't think you can go back to playing.
Probably not to all of them, but I mean, if they plan on bringing every single last one of those different, I think that's kind of what their goal is to. Not all of them, but a good portion of the best tracks is what their goal to bring to Mario Kart 8. And who knows, maybe they'll throw in Double Dash somewhere along the line, because I would love to experience that one.
I never really played that one, so.
Double Dash is tight, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to Rosen next. You've put a few hours in Mario Kart 8. I think you might have put a few more than the rest of us.
Let's say 475. Let's put that there.
That's more than I ever put.
Beating our ass, man.
So So as someone that's got that much time with these old tracks, what is it like to see new tracks? What did it do for you to see new stuff?
I was really happy with the tracks. My favorite one, though, because I'm not gonna go all picky like everybody else. The F-Zero track's cool. The Legend of Zelda track's cool, but they're not my favorites. It's the Dragon Road one. For the fact that music.
You can't steal mine.
Music,
that was mine.
That music.
In the beginning.
Yeah. That music is just beautiful. I love it. That music just sounds so. I just love the Chinese style of the music. Alright, I just love that kind of the style, and I like the track, the way it just all designed. It's like it reminds me of that track in Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Yes, who cares? I like that game. But the thing is, it reminds me of that track. It was like at Grand Canyon or something like that, and that's basically how it reminded me because of the structure of that track. And but the one I want to see more of, and the one that's being neglected the most, is the Icy Outpost.
Yeah. They haven't shown it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nobody's shown it. Not even Game Explain, nothing. Like, I want to see more of that.
I don't. I want to be surprised.
I want to play a little something real quick. Wait, after this. I want to get that dragon music.
Want to keep some of the game needs to be a surprise. Some of it.
I just love the music.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Beautiful.
It's like a flute, kind of like that wooden flute, Chinese style. That looks.
It reminds me of Kung Fu when I hear it.
Yep.
Kung
But
Fu.
the one character, I'm still waiting for them to put either Smash or Mario Kart.
Birdo.
This guy right here.
Nah, I happening, bro.
No.
I
It
want
ain't
him
happening, bro.
playable as a Goomba. I don't care. He could drive with his little stubby feet. Okay.
Maybe a Mario Kart that wouldn't be bad, but
He's got a flaring weakness, though.
he has no arms or hands, and no appendages.
Nah, he could drive
At
with his
least
feet.
this dude has some stubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the tracks what they showed is beautiful. I love them all. The Legend of Zelda one, but the F-Zero one was really cool. I loved it. It was like, that is like showing anti-gravity right there. It's not like every other track where it's just like, oh, one part and then, oh, look, another part. You know, it's actually all zero gravity. And I like that they added the little turbo boosters there. I'm liking, that's a perfect fit for the kart itself. And I really am really grateful that they did all this for the DLC. So I just can't wait to play with it. It's just, honestly, it just looks so good, and I need some new tracks because I'm sick of freaking all these tracks right now. So yeah, loving it.
And that's the thing too. The tracks are really, really good quality tracks. Like, they're even better than the tracks that we have in the game right now. Like, they put so much work into these DLC tracks. Like F-Zero, you have the coin recharge from the game where it used to recharge energy. You have the sound effect where you hit the wall and you get in danger. You have the ending credits of the game after you cross the finish line. Like, they have Captain Falcon on the friggin' TV saying, "Show me your moves." Like, that's awesome. Like, they put so much work into these tracks. Like, it just looks amazing. So, like, you would think, like, tracks like that would be in the actual game, and then DLC would be, like, kind of crappy. But no, they put all the work into the DLC tracks.
Yeah, they do. It's a good point that they look as good, if not better, than the original track. So, Derek, why don't you give your take? I know everyone's pretty much covered everything, but what is your feelings about the DLC? When you saw the tracks for the first time?
I'll be brief. Favorite track was definitely an F-Zero one. Pair that with the music. A lot of nostalgia. Really takes you back to a game I absolutely hated on the Super Nintendo. But
Me too.
I played that game so much, and I hated it. I don't remember ever enjoying it because it was so difficult. But yeah, it totally reminded me of that, and the track looks fantastic. The kart looks great. I can't, I'm ready to go.
The Captain Falcon amiibo is going to get pre-ordered because that Mii character with the Captain Falcon and the Blue Falcon kart just looked perfect. So Gonna
I'm
have
awful at Mario Kart compared to the rest of y'all. So if I'm
Hey.
excited, you can all be excited.
Hey, you can win a race though. I mean, it's not like you can't get a first
I
place.
can win a race. Well, okay, yeah. I can win one out of 16 races. That's great. The other ones are the bottom half. I have.
And
I just can't wait.
Rel, give your thoughts, and then I'm gonna mention something that's coming up this week related to Mario Kart. For games, I'll let you go first, and then I got a little announcement. So Rel, what do you think of that DLC and favorite track and all that?
It looked good, man. I would say a little disappointed in the Zelda track a little bit. I'm not that excited about that one, but that Excite Bike one is my favorite, man. I love the music, and from my understanding, I guess the jumps change every lap.
Every time you play that track.
Every time you play that track.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. That's the one I like the most. It looks awesome, man.
Can't believe I forgot Snipe Bite.
Yeah, man. The music, dude. The music.
I totally
It
forgot
sounds
about
good.
that
That's
track.
true. That's true.
It'll be interesting with the different jumps, but they always show that. They show it with the damn bike every time. Like, it just makes you want to race as the standard bike because it looks the most like the motorcycle from the game.
Right.
I wish you could just like pick that track and just race a whole tournament on that track, like every race, like 16 races, and because it's different, slightly different each time. It'd be cool if they gave you that option. Doubt they will, but they did confirm that the DLC tracks will be selectable when you set up your tournaments. You can have all 40 tracks, the original, or just the DLC, which is cool. So, speaking of tournaments, games, I'm going to let you make an announcement about Mario Kart 8 and the DLC coming out Thursday.
Okay, so everybody out there, there will be on the Thursday it comes out at 8, or I'll probably change it to 7 earlier. There will be a Mario Kart Gamers at Large tournament. This will be for the DLC. You must have the DLC though, because this is gonna just celebrate, of course, the DLC coming out, and we'll be having it from 7 Eastern Standard Time to basically freaking midnight that day. So hopefully you guys can be there. There will be probably some prize there. I'm thinking, because I have a poster I can probably give away.
Winning.
And so if you guys get there and play, it's gonna be all night. There's no limit because we really want to just have fun with this DLC. So, but in the end result, there will be a winner. And so if you guys want to join in, go for it. And trust me, there's plenty more tournaments coming out for this game, even during the weekend. So it's not just going to be Thursday. It's also going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every day. But the Thursday one will be the main event. So hopefully you guys will catch us there. It will be live streamed for those of you who don't have the DLC. It will be live streamed on the Gamers at Large channel. That's going to be live streamed by me. So hopefully you guys can get there and we'll all have a fun time. So see you guys there. Peace.
Yeah, I got my brother's coming in from Colorado, so I might not be available till after 9, but I'll probably get in, race a little bit. My announcement, which there's going to be a bigger announcement tomorrow on the Active Gamer Life podcast, but myself and Red Knight, the Active Gamer, we're going to have a 2-round tournament on Friday, where one will be on his tournament, or his code. If you've ever raced in the Active Gamer Life, we'll have all this information tomorrow, but his is going to be around 7:30. It's going to be a 12 race, mushrooms only, and then I'm going to have an all items one about a half hour later. We'll see. We can get it all fleshed out yet, but that's going to be on my Saturday Juice code, which I'll hang up right here. It's now called the Active Juice. For the Active Gamer Life and Tournament, and the Juice is Loose. It's called the Active Juice Tournament. And that's going to be a special event this Friday. I don't know if we're going to keep doing it or not. I still have my tournaments on Wednesdays. Once the DLC comes out, obviously the next Wednesday is going to be DLC only, just to kind of keep playing those tracks. And then the following week, it's going to be all 40 tracks. So yeah, I look forward to that announcement tomorrow. I believe it's going to be tomorrow, the Active Gamer Life podcast. we haven't discussed every little bit of information, all the details just yet, but I'm excited for that. And that'll give, do the active or the Gamers at Large one, get used to the tracks and the kart, new vehicles and stuff, and then come compete. We're gonna take the winner or the points from both tournaments, add them together to get the winners and stuff. So look for that tomorrow on the Active Gamer Life channel on YouTube or on Google Plus. So that should be exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it'll be cool. So real quick, the Direct as a whole, I want you just to give it a grade, F through A+, and just give it a grade. No, not going to say why. You don't have to say why. Then we actually have quite a few questions here I didn't know about till recently, so I will try to get to some of those. We've already gone pretty damn long, so just give it a grade. I'm going to give the Direct a solid B overall, and then we'll just go down the line. Mike, what would you give the Direct as a whole?
Let's see. Xenoblade. Yeah, I will give the Direct a B+. It was very good Direct. That's how.
Okay. Keep on.
B+.
B+. All right. Rosa.
Yo, man, X just did it for me, man. A.
Right.
I don't care. A.
I had to take points away for NES Remix, so that's why I gave it a B. That would be plus. Derek.
A B.
Rel.
B+.
All right.
I'm the only single A around here.
You are an A.
Exposed.
The thing is, I am being a little bit biased there with X, but yeah, I mean, the points went down. All right, I'll give it an A- best because of that stupid NES remix. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Well, you're gonna announce a game that already announced. Come on.
They had to fill the spot. Just leave it alone.
All right, so let's. I'm gonna answer this first one from Shadow Fox Infinite, who he wanted to be on, but I told him I was already full. Actually had overbooked this, but it's all right. I went with it anyway. I'm gonna have you on, Shadow, if you're watching this. I'll have you on next week for sure. And Bear Hugger also gonna have on next week. He asked a question, and I haven't seen this evidence yet because it says Bayonetta 2 is the highest rated game this year on any platform from a variety of publications. Do you think of the lack of it being considered for Game of the Year from those same publications as due to it being a Wii U exclusive? I haven't seen any Game of the Year predictions or nominations yet, so I don't. Has anybody seen anything? Anybody given any Game of the Year predictions or nominations yet? Because I have not seen that yet.
No, but they did announce. Jeff came out and said that they're doing the award show again. Surprisingly,
because hopefully it's a different format because that was terrible.
I thought their budget was like dead to the water, but they're not gonna show it on TV like they did last year. It will be fully internet live streamed, and they want to. Hopefully, it's on a stage this time because I don't know why they had it in like some kind of hotel. Nobody wanted to be there, but yeah, they're gonna do that kind of thing, and the results I guess would come in around because they're having it December 6th, and I'm gonna have to check on that again though, but they said they're having it in the beginning of December basically, and the nominations should come out around the end of November. So just keep an eye out for that if you guys want to go ahead and vote for that. I honestly could care less, but that's basically what they're planning on doing for now. I'm surprised they even came back and are like, hey, we're doing another one. This is like, wow, I thought you guys died. But, it's all good.
All right. I'm just kind of reading. There's way too many questions here to get to everything. I'm sorry. Didn't realize we had so many questions. I am going to say that Tessa said 470 hours games. It took you that long to get good?
Oh, you funny! That's me being good. Those are all those hours. That's me being good. So yeah, screw you. No fun.
All right, let's let me see. I saw it earlier. Where did it go? It was okay. Leo the Wise. I'm gonna ask this to let's see, Rel. I'll ask you since you. Have you played Titanfall, Rel?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, in most people's minds, that game died off quickly. So with that in mind, here's the question from Leo the Wise. What's up, man? I'm gonna get you on soon too. Even if Splatoon is with its online, does it scare you that this could be a dud like Titanfall? It was great, but died quite quickly. Still has a bad taste in gamers' mouths. Is there a potential for Splatoon to pull a Titanfall? Do you think?
Man, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, one of the reasons why I don't know if this was the case for everybody, but one of my biggest problems is I was so hyped up on the game that I played the alpha and I played the beta, and like I just burnt myself out on the game. So when it came out, I didn't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna give us like no alpha or no beta for Splatoon.
And I think Splatoon's gonna have more character, more Nintendo charm for replay value. I don't know. Titanfall is just the same old. I mean, it just looks a lot like Call of Duty, Battlefield, all those other games too.
Right.
Splatoon is doing something way different.
Yeah.
And then Leo, he was commenting on the headset thing that Game said. He says he has the PDP Afterglow universal headset. The blue light ones that he wears sometimes when he's on the podcast works wirelessly with the Wii U games because you use a little wireless adapter plugs into the headphone jack on the gamepad, and then that plugs into like a wall outlet, and then it sends a wireless signal to your headphones, which works. He's talked to me about it before, said it works great. Is that what you got, Coupon, or yours?
I have Afterglow. I don't know if it's the exact same one he was talking.
I have Afterglow also. These are like the AG40s. So these are the wired ones. But I just really the point where just to answer his question, when I said that I wanted for the system is where if people have a wired or have all that just a regular wired headset, they can just plug it in and you would have the voice functionality and also get the sound quality because it actually transmits better. Now I know there's a way that you can do it off of the AV cables also, but that's what I actually would find better, so that way you can get all the sound at once instead of plugging into a headphone jack. And because honestly the headphone jack on there does not amplify enough sound, and the sound is actually kind of weak. So
yeah, you can amplify that with a little inline, but we're not going to get into that. We got a couple. Yeah. We got too many questions. I'm going to ask Coupon this because you seem to have a variety of tastes in gaming. You buy a lot of different types of games. So what do you think of Sonic Boom, and will you buy it? This is from Wii and 360 with me.
I'm probably not gonna buy it. It's not really. I played the 3DS demo. It was good for what it was, but it just doesn't pull me in. And not saying that the Wii U version is gonna be isn't gonna be any good or anything. It's just not. I'm not interested in it. And with all the other games that I am interested in, it's just kind of. I'll probably have to come back to that game later, but it does have some interesting points to it. I am curious about it. It's just not enough for me to purchase it day one.
Yeah, they've been pretty scarce with the information ever since E3. They didn't get too many good hands-on. No one really seemed that impressed with the build at E3. I think that even comes out this week, doesn't it?
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yep,
Tuesday
midnight
release. That's weird to do a Tuesday release for Wii games, usually Friday, but we'll see if it. I'm not a review horror guy.
There's people that have played it. There was a New York event actually a few weeks back, and they were having all the Sonic Boom stuff and everything. People actually said it's better from the E3 build, so it actually plays better and actually feels better to play.
Yeah, I mean, if they pulled it off and it's a great game, I'll probably get it down the road. But Sonic Lost World just really left a bad taste in my mouth with Sonic for a while. So I'm not planning on getting it this year, but you never know. So Tony Karan has a few questions here. Let me try to pick one here for Derek. All right. That's not related. All right, what are your thoughts on the improvements of Xenoblade X Chronicles? Well, that's going to be a long. But do you think Monolith Soft is Nintendo's Squaresoft? Maybe just answer that part of it. From what you've seen, I mean, you didn't play Xenoblade, so maybe it's not the right person to ask. But From what you're
Well,
seeing.
they are the only company bringing a big RPG to the Nintendo console, so I guess they would have to be. Someone's going to have to be. There's no one else doing it. And they're putting the effort in. I hope it pays off for them.
Yeah, I think they definitely. A lot of the people from SquareSoft, I think, work at Monolith Soft, so it seems like a pretty no-brainer there that they're going to become like that. I mean, Soft's in the name, for Christ's sake, so I'm guessing that a lot of the people from what was it before it was SquareSoft? What was this? Wasn't Soft something on its own? Didn't they merge with Square? Or was that
SquareSoft and they merged with Enix?
Oh, that's right. Square Enix. New
What?
system date is out. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
there's a new system update just for everybody who has a Wii U. So
Oh, did it bring anything of interest?
I'm downloading right now, so I'm just.
Oh! Excited.
Okay.
Oh. You never know. These people always do.
Tessa wants to know the Xenoblade Chronicles X old logo versus the new logo.
Okay. It looks better because
looks
the old one was like a splur of paint. I know too. All right. But it was like it was like a splooge. Yeah, it was like a splooge. But now they made it all like nice and futuristic, like holographic. So I'm liking that definitely. Liking that whole X.
There's a good question from Anderson Archilla. Rel, I'm gonna. Everyone answer a question yet? Yeah, I think I asked everyone a question. Apparently, some people hate the new F-Zero track, along with Mario Kart and 8 in general, because they think both officially cement F-Zero's status as dead. Are these people dumb, entitled, or crazy? What do you think? Do you think that F-Zero tracks means we're not getting an F-Zero game, or do you think maybe this could turn into us getting an F-Zero game? I'm gonna kind of change the question.
I don't know, man. I'm hoping we still get an F-Zero game, but I'm gonna look at it as it's probably a good sign, man. I'm gonna say it's a good sign, and we'll probably get one. And it'll be, we're playing Bayonetta, and you don't know that motorcycle when you get on the motorcycle on Bayonetta 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking could Platinum pull it off with that? I mean, it was pretty tight how she was going around and stuff like that, but I'm hoping, man. Fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, that would. I think a lot of people would be happy, but I would rather have it be more like a Mario Kart because, F-Zero GX, it was just so hard. It wasn't even fun at the end. Like it was
not.
impossible.
Yeah, it was hard. It was beautiful and it was fast, but that shit was hard, man.
Yeah, that stupid story mode. God, it forced you to play the story mode, and there was no getting around it. You just had to play it, and it was impossible at the end. And it was fast. Had 60 races on screen. It was 60 frames per second. I mean, it was an achievement. But
I think we're getting an F-Zero.
I think
it's just later down the road. I think it's happening because usually Nintendo trolls us a lot with a lot of, Easter eggs and things, and then bam, something comes out. Like with the Bayonetta, and you got the, if you get her Fox uniform, you got Star Fox stuff and everything. So we got Star Fox coming, we got F-Zero, we got Metroid coming. All that stuff's coming. You just gotta be more patient. So.
Yeah, because they gotta have something for 2016. They're gonna have all their big franchises out by the end of 2015. They gotta have something for 2016. So
they probably gotta bring that out right back to back with the Zelda U game or something. Who knows?
Even the arcade one was hard, man.
He's still
I don't know if you guys played the arcade one, dude. The arcade one was rough too. Like you get in it seemed like it's like a little F-Zero chip, and it like moves and crap, dude. And I'm like, I'm not playing this again. I was done.
He's mad.
I'm gonna answer Grayson Young. I don't know if you must not have heard. Gonna have the tournament be new DLC maps only. Yeah, the following Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday, obviously, after the DLC comes out, that tournament will be DLC maps only, and then the following week will be all 40 tracks. And then this coming Friday, there's going to be a DLC-only special tournament called the Active Juice, which the announcement for that, all the details will be tomorrow. So. What's so funny?
Yeah.
Windows.
Yeah.
Don't be
And just to say a
laughing.
little
You're not allowed to come in then. You're not allowed to jump.
Yeah, I can just jump in whenever I feel like. There's no block button. But just to say, the update is for basically the amiibo support. So
Yeah, I
that's
read
basically
that. In the options, it gives you some kind of amiibo options.
Yep. So just expect that.
Yay!
Yay! You know.
We should have mentioned that about the direct. Maybe definitely want to get amiibos.
Yeah, they did. We forgot to cover the amiibos. I think they look cool, and there's a lot of games that use it in cool ways. That makes me want to get the Link one just for Hyrule Warriors. I mean,
yeah, and then like even to get the costumes for Mario Kart 8. Like,
yeah, the only ones I really liked were Kirby and the because it's like his helmet's Kirby, which was cool, and the Captain Falcon one looked pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We'll just do a couple more and then we'll end this. But we got way more. We got like 20 questions here, comments. And they keep popping up. And Leo says Squaresoft 8 Enix equals Monolith Soft. Okay. Oh, he must be a typo. I don't know what you meant, Leo. I don't know what Squaresoft 8 Enix, because that would have been Square Enix equals Monolith Soft. I think Monolith Soft is actually better than Squaresoft or Square Enix, but anyway, I'm not the RPG guy, so I probably shouldn't put my opinion out there. Maybe he means the old Square equal to Monolith Soft. Probably, I think that's what he meant. Sorry, here I'm trying to read these and talk at the same time. Does anyone think Tessa wants to know if we think they'll finally get around to remaking Link's Awakening, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color game?
You see, that was the one that should have been remade, honestly, for the 3DS, because that was, especially on a handheld, and that would be perfect for the handheld, and especially since we got A Link Between Worlds, right? That's the one that really should have been remade instead of Majora's Mask, and save Majora's Mask for the Wii U as like an HD remake or something like that. That's what they could have done, because people really love A Link to the Past more, than basically Majora's Mask. So that would have been a perfect fit for the 3DS. So.
All right. I'm going to ask this one from Grayson Young to Rel here. How would you grade the big three for this year? That's Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. He gives Nintendo a B+, Microsoft a B, and Sony says breaks his heart, but he gives them a D. So, Rel, you had all three systems at one point this year.
Right.
Grade what how you think they done for the whole year. For your personal
F.
Huh?
F. PlayStation's getting an F, dude.
Okay.
And for me, in my book, they get an F. There was nothing I wanted on it. There was nothing I really bought for it. It gets an F for me. Xbox gets a C- because I haven't been playing anything on that either, and there's really no game that I really wanted. I think I told you I wanted to play Advanced Warfare, and I told you I got it. It's cool, but I only got it because my dad went out late and picked it up for me, because I was getting ready to go in the next morning and switch it to Yoshi's Woolly World.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I'll get that to see. I'm giving the Wii U an A, man. I mean, they got the games. The Wii U's where it's at, man.
Yeah, and this year, I mean, if next year pans out the way they have it planned, I mean, it's going to make this year look
Hold on a second.
weak. But anybody see the Smash for Wii U commercial? I meant to watch it earlier. And what did you think of it?
I love this. All right, I'm loving that they're bringing the Japanese commercials to America. Okay, I'm loving that, because I like the Japanese one where they make it where when they got smashed off in the game, boom, they just get smashed off right off the right off the couch. That's where they were on, right? So I like that. They brought that kind of commercial concept back here into the Americas. I'm glad about it, and definitely that commercial is nice.
America.
I'm
gonna watch it right now. It's only 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I think they should have done that with 3D World. They should have used the Japanese style commercials, because those were amazing. and said they use those stupid girl like.
I was really,
was
it's
terrible.
just like I was really hoping they would do a Smash Brothers 64 just to bring that back. Just to bring that kind of feel back for all the old fans and everything. I mean, that Smash 64 commercial was just so funny.
Classic, dude. That was classic.
It's a classic commercial. You got it. You had it where all the characters are having happy
like,
day, right? And then all of a sudden they're just like
They start beating each other up. Like, wait, what?
Because no one knew.
Heavy metal.
No one knew about that game at the time. It was just
They're
like,
why are they beating each other up? What's going on? And then Smash Brothers. Whoa. What is
this is an amazing commercial, and I'll be mad if I don't see this on, like, when I watch Arrow tomorrow or Wednesday. Like, this needs to be on because it makes the game look fantastic. Like, they're really showcasing the visuals and the 8-player. And like you said, the people on the couch, the real people go smashing off when they get smashed off. It's really cool. So
real good.
Did you guys see the I guess the new 3DS XL?
The Smash one?
Yeah. Did you see that, Juice?
Yeah, I seen just a screenshot. I didn't know if they showed any more.
Sakurai trolling again. Freaking.
I
have new 3DS. We Smash Brothers. And like, my man, screw you.
Yeah, it looked like the same design as the regular XLs here in the U.S. It was the red one, but it's the new model. Does it come with Smash? Is it a bundle or is it just the theme?
I don't know. I just seen the picture.
I think it's just the Smash 3DS. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, that's nice. I wish that would come here, but that will never happen.
They needed that new 3DS to launch with Smash. I mean, that would have just been...
Oh well, poor planning on their part.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff for people to spend money on this holiday.
Now, the thing that would make me really kind of forgive them a little bit is if they launch Xenoblade with that Xenoblade new 3DS. I would buy it, definitely.
For like
if
200
Yeah, I'd buy it if it had like the Monado right there and like, oh my god, heck yeah. That would be nice.
You and your Xenoblade, man.
Dude.
You got a one-track mind.
Xenoblade.
When I'm playing Smash Bros. Shulk. Xenoblade.
Most people are, I mean, you're excited about X. Most dudes are more excited about like triple X than just X. That was an old, like, that's what they used to call, I don't know if they still do, but that's what they used to call like pornographic movies, just triple X movies. I don't know if they still do.
I don't think they call them that anymore.
No, I don't think so. That was before the internet.
Wow.
Quite old. Triple X movie.
That was VHS.
Yeah, what's that, a Vin Diesel movie?
It also was a Vin Diesel movie and a
yeah.
Ice Cube
I
movie.
think I might want to watch that now.
I actually have the poster to Triple X from a video rental store, and it's stupid, but that movie's actually entertaining for what it is. It's really bad, but it's good. It's the kind of bad that it's still.
It's so bad, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so bad that you can enjoy it and laugh at it.
The porn or the movie now?
We're talking about the Vin Diesel movie.
Okay. Well, good. I lost track of the conversation.
Since we're on the subject of adult films, I don't know where you guys live, but we have a chain of video rental stores called Family Video. I don't know if they're anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Live. It's Family Video, yet they're the only place I've ever seen that rents pornographic movies. So.
Yeah, Family Video.
What video?
Yeah.
They got free
Family
kids
Video.
movies. Yeah, it's like
Daddy, what is this?
it's for the whole family because the whole family can be satisfied by the selection. I got kids movies.
You said that wrong.
Yeah,
Off track.
I hear it now. Yeah, I meant to say they got something for everyone in the family. That's all I meant to say.
You're still mad.
Yeah, especially for a boy who hits his beauty. Yep, they definitely have that.
Oh, I think this is a good time to end this. So yeah, this was fun, guys. It's hard to keep them short when we got this many people and this much to talk about, and everyone's having fun. Bear Hugger says they have something that's named differently. Their family videos are called something different in Canada because everything's got to be different name in Canada. They can't just keep the same name. I don't know why, but everything's got a different name there in that dumb country. It's so cold there. It's like
No!
it snows
Oh,
all
I
the
have
time.
that. I have that.
So mad.
I have that.
It's 3D. I never realized it.
You never realized?
What are you holding up?
Majora's Mask.
The gold
Oh.
key.
Nice.
I never got to get mine.
It actually is 3D. Like it sticks out. It's pretty cool. I never knew.
Yeah, I have Ocarina of Time gold cartridge and Majora's Mask gold cartridge.
Help yourself.
I got more than the cartridge. I got the
I
box.
just got this because I got a call when I got a phone call, and it was from my sister. She wants to borrow some N64 games, so I dug in my closet and I grabbed out all my N64 games. So I figured I'd show you guys Majora's Mask. It's like,
Yeah.
Your sister plays games too?
Yeah. Apparently, she play with a friend.
You've
Yeah.
never said anything that's not awesome about this person. Why do we have you on when you have a sister
Yeah,
like
well,
that?
let's get your sister on here, man. We need more females on here.
I'm lonely.
Also got this
So lonely.
Ocarina of Time.
All
Alright,
right, gentlemen,
you know what? I'm gonna
I
need
have
you
to.
to stop.
I have to get out of here. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
My
we gotta
phone
end
is
this.
telling me under 10%, so I need to cut out right now.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for all the questions. Everyone who watched it, we had probably the most viewers I think I've ever had on the Juices Loose. So thanks to everyone watching. Must be because I had all these cool people. It's probably because of Coupon. You know, having a girl on.
Ladies, bring the crowd.
Yeah,
It's the
Take it
pig.
to the clubs.
It's the pig.
it's that adorable head dress you got on there, that purple. Whatever, I don't know what it's called officially, but
Just a headscarf.
headscarf. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna end this. If you guys got any closing thoughts or if you want to do like a send off or anything, go ahead. Mike's not in his chair anymore, so we're gonna keep on. Anything left to say?
Your nostalgia. The Rumble Pack.
Oh my God!
Some people probably have never seen that.
They don't know what that
Ever
is.
seen the Rumble
Stop.
Pack?
You're scaring the children. They don't even know what that is.
I'm young and I know what that is. That's
Why
surprising, isn't it?
Star Fox 64 is the coolest systematic system out there. Is that how that went?
Whoa, I can actually feel the game.
Basically, it's a vibrator. Mike's showing it.
The old school.
No, it's more.
Quality of life devices.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.
All right, Coupon. Anything left to say?
Not really. I think I'm all said out.
All right, it's great having you. Rosa, do your thing.
Play my game! But yeah. So, thank you guys for joining in. I'll make sure to give Terminator the code so that way you guys can get in there because I know it's just like, oh, he has a tournament, but where's the freaking code? You know, I understand. But,
comment.
Actually, right here, I'll make sure.
Give us a Luigi since you're wearing that hat. Do a Luigi to send us off here.
Bang, bang.
No, you can do better. Come on.
But yeah, here is the tournament code right here. If you guys want to see it, I'll make sure to give it to Terminator so that way you can put it in the description or I'll put it in the comment section both ways. But there it is. So go ahead and go and get that thing in your favorites. But yeah, so like I always say, don't lose your way. Don't be afraid. Just game till the end. Bye-bye.
All right, Derek, before your phone dies.
That's it. Good talking to y'all. Have a good time.
A lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun.
And then we have, last but not least, the most handsome guy in this podcast, ASAP Ralph.
Okay.
That's you're going to talk about me.
Thanks, Juice, for having me, as always, man. It was good talking to all you guys.
I'm just glad you could be on this one, man. It's good having you back. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to Mario Kart 8. I might wake up early Thursday morning and see if the tracks are downloaded. And if anybody sees me on, send me a message, man. We'll play a few. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you guys for joining me. It was a great discussion. Had fun. Most laughs I think we've had on a Juices Loose. So yeah, we'll see you on the next video.